All right, everyone. Last video, I did the flaps and the what is it? Flaps and the rudder pedals. That's right. I added rudder pedals, and the rudder pedals. I kind of went further than I expected, and so I ended up stopping just short. And I mean, 5 minutes worth of blender work. We would have had mouse interaction on our flaps. And, so then I wasn't sure. Anyway, I'm going to add some mouse interaction real quick on our flap handle. Now, I had planned on doing that. Okay, this is one. That's my test. That one has flap handle animation already. This is the one I'm working on here. All right. So first, let's add the little bit of code that I'm not sure. I guess I stripped out of just to get it working, and I shouldn't have. So what we're looking for, flap handle, a flap lever, I should say. And yeah, I only use the bare essentials. So I'm going to go in here to, no, I have it on my text here. I'll throw this in here so you don't have to necessarily do all this. But here's the line I'm looking for, and I want to just show you where I got it from. Because I mean, there's not going to be any things that nobody covers, and you're gonna at some point you're gonna have to. Here's the savage code. You're gonna have to learn to track this stuff down. Uh, and we're looking for that same lever flaps. This is actually where I got this part of the code from. So I know it's not only here, it's exactly the same, except for this line. I don't know why in the world I would have removed, but I did. And that's the line we need today. We're going to add it right here. Like that. And the reason is this is what our handler or our trigger is going to be called. So we got to have that. All right. So now this becomes our roadmap, as I've called it in the past one. And we're ready to edit our model. That's all the coding we'll need for this part here. Right. Yeah, we have the handle already, and it works. I even fixed the needle. All right. What we need to do is add a trigger that allows mouse interaction. Now, it could be a cube, whatever. I think I'm going to go with a cylinder. Scale it. Work with it. This hasn't got to be super pretty. It's not actually going to be visible when we go and get. Just getting it placed on here. This is going to be the part that your mouse actually interacts with or touches, grabs, highlights, all that good stuff. So we want to like make it at it there. That looks good. I'm getting a little too. All right, and then we want to parent it to the trigger it to the switch itself. So I'm going to control click and select. You select the object you want to parent, and then the object you want to parent to. Right click, parent object, and that puts flaps lever, the cylinder, underneath the flaps lever. And this is where I have my notes. I went through this. I actually looked in the Savage, and this is what that trigger is called. So I can name the trigger that, handling or lever flaps. But that is probably not critical. What is going to be critical is this. Okay, and here we're using this name, which is a fancy name. Like I said, I'll add this into the into my notes and the extras download. It's a data trigger, and I don't know much about it other than it works. As you need that name. Sorry, I just don't. I mean, I know this is how I got it to work. That's all I know. All right, and there we go. Now this doesn't actually need a animation or anything. It just needs that GTLF, GTFL, and then we need to make it invisible because we don't want to see it. So we're going to make it a decal, and we're going to go here and on the alpha channel, just make that 0. Voila. And that should allow us to grab that interactive point and move it, because it's parented. Should move the other piece. That's the theory. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. And we need to find these, and we need to edit this flap lever animation because it's linear. So is what that means is I can go halfway in between these locks. This, and I'm not supposed to be able to go to say 7% and stop flaps. So we can't do linear here. We need constant. Now, that's what that does. See, watch the trigger itself. It doesn't move until I get right to the next switch, and then it goes to the next switch. Now we also need to do constant for that needle. Go to here, make these constant interpolation instead of line. Now that's only with this flap handle, and actually it's because I'm doing this in an odd manner. I'm using the code like that's a big lever handle, and my and that handling flaps button would be the lock lever, like on the X Cub. You know how it's got a little lever, you squeeze the lever and then you can move the handle. Well, that's actually what that button that we just added is supposed to be. I'm doing it I'm doing it like it's a full-size lever rather than a switch. So that's kind of a little odd, but yeah, if you don't make that constant interpolation, then it'll just stop anywhere. In other words, it won't know there's actual. There won't be actual. Burn that. I sure hope my mouse didn't. I just turned off my microphone. Another wasted video recording if I didn't have my mic on. Do those quite often. Hopefully this will work, and hopefully I didn't have my microphone muted the entire darn video. Wouldn't be the first time. 12-15 minute video. At least this one wouldn't be a huge waste. Sounds like it works. Fire it up and give her a shot. I got 2 clicks out of it. But see how it goes to a click? That's only... I don't have enough. Yeah. Yeah, my needle is not moving real good. I need to redo that, but definitely working. Cool. So that's how that works. And if you don't do the constant, is what'll happen is you can move it part way in between flap notches, so to speak, and the flaps will actually go to wherever it's set. I mean, no matter what the degree angle it's set at. So yeah, you definitely want the constant interpolation on that in this particular instant, which is maybe an odd case. But I just thought it'd be fun to have a little bit of animation in there. There you go, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.